Hello everyone, this is Jen, and today's Everyday STEAM program, we're going to be doing two of my very favorite experiments. We're going to be seeing how clouds hold rain and how clouds are formed. But before we get started, we need to know a little bit more about the nature of clouds and how they're formed.
Clouds are created when the sun heats up a water source like an ocean, creating water vapor. Depending on the temperature and the weight of air, or atmospheric pressure, this water vapor can turn back into tiny water droplets. When these water droplets collect on small particles in the air like dust, pollen, or ash, they form clouds. For this experiment, you will need ice, a lid, a glass jar, aerosol hairspray, and hot water. Fill your glass jar with boiling water. Place ice inside the lid of the jar and place it on top of the jar of boiling water. Spray the hairspray into the jar and quickly place the lid with the ice on top. Do you see the cloud forming in the jar? How did that happen? Do you have a hypothesis? Remember, a hypothesis is a guess based on information that you've observed. The boiling water in the jar is like the sun heating up the ocean's water. The ice on the lid of the jar cools the air above the hot water, creating the necessary air conditions for the water vapor to turn into water droplets. The hairspray provides the small particles that the water droplets need to create a cloud.
The clouds are making rain!
As clouds grow, the water droplets that make up the cloud begin to collide with one another, causing them to get bigger. As these water droplets get bigger, they get too heavy to stay within the cloud and begin to fall to the ground as rain. For this experiment, you will need shaving cream, a glass, a syringe or a pipette, food coloring, Dixie cups, and some water. First, fill your glass with water. Cold water works best. Next, spray a good amount of shaving cream on top of the water in your clear glass. Make sure there isn't any holes in the foam. Mix the food coloring with the water in the smaller cups. It's helpful to have several different colors. Using the eyedropper, squirt the different colors of food coloring into the shaving cream. Continue to do this until the food coloring is released into the water below the shaving cream. Can you explain how this experiment shows how clouds release rain? Try to explain how to a family member.
Thank you for watching, and if you are interested in more STEAM resources, visit the Cedar Rapids Public Library's website at crlibrary.org/online-resources.